In this video, we will discuss about substitution reactions. So, what are substitution reactions? So, firstly, the very basic thing, that is the saturated hydrocarbons are fairly unreactive and are inert in the presence of most of the reagents. However, in the presence of sunlight, chlorine is added to these compounds in a very fast reaction. So we know saturated hydrocarbons are nothing but alkanes, and they are very unreactive and are in inert stage in the presence of most of reactions. Even in the previous videos, we have seen that saturated hydrocarbons are unreactive or less reactive when compared to unsaturated hydrocarbons, that is the alkenes and alkynes. So, but however, when sunlight is present, so when sunlight is projected onto these compounds, then chlorine is added to these compounds in a very fast reaction. So these compounds get activated in the presence of sunlight, and chlorine is added to these compounds in a very rapid scale. So how do these chlorines get added? Chlorines can replace the hydrogen atoms one by one. So hydrogens are present in alkanes because they have to satisfy the valency of carbon. So these chlorines will replace one of the hydrogen or more than one hydrogens, and they take the place of those hydrogens. It's called a substitution reaction because one type of atom or a group of atom takes the place of another. See, here chlorine is taking the place of hydrogen, and hence it is substituting. So chlorine is substituting in the place of hydrogen, and hence these particular reactions are called substitution reactions. So for better understanding, let's look at a particular reaction. So this is a substitution reaction. So we have an alkane here, which is CH4. So in the presence of sunlight, so these particular reactions are only observed in the presence of sunlight. So in the presence of sunlight, this particular CH4 is adding up to chlorine, that is Cl2. So chlorine, which will react with this CH4, will give rise to CH3Cl plus HCl. So what is it doing? So this chlorine will be splitting here. So there are two chlorines here. One chlorine will be replacing one hydrogen and will join with this. So it will replace one hydrogen. So that is CH3 plus Cl. So it is CH3Cl. So now one more hydrogen is left out and one more chlorine is left out. So both of them join together and form HCl. I hope you understood. So all this complete reaction is taking place only in the presence of sunlight. And since this chlorine is replacing or substituting in the place of hydrogen, it is called a substitution reaction. Thank you.